Everybody, back here with my good friend Rich Norton. How you doing today, Rich?
I am fantastic. I love being on these calls with you, and thank you for having me. And I very much appreciate it.
I always love it as well, and I understand you just recently got back from a little trip with the team. Is that right?
Yes, we did. We had our summer sales contest. It was the Super Cruise 17, and we had 17 representatives, and we just came back from beautiful Acamal, Mexico. And it was a great trip. Weather held up. Little hurricane kind of coming through a little bit, but we prayed that out. We got that out of there, but it was fantastic. But what a great trip it was! And for me, it's just exciting to celebrate these representatives. And the ironic and exciting thing about that is a couple of them have only been with us for, I'm going to say, 6 months or less. And then we
Wow.
had a young man, 19 years old, that finished in the 17th spot. Been doing this maybe about 6, 7 months, and here he is on a beach, beautiful beach in Acamal, Mexico.
That's
So what a
great.
great trip it was. And I just kind of
Yeah.
observe, I sit back and observe and kind of watch everybody. And I see them by the pool. I see everybody interacting and celebrate, encouraging, and doing a lot
Yeah.
of shop talk. I told everybody there, because they're bringing their spouses too, I said, not all shop talk. This is
Right,
the
right, right.
spouses and
You
your
can
friends,
unplug a
whoever
little
you brought.
bit, right?
Exactly. This is their trip
Yeah.
too. So shut it down and make it all about them.
Yeah.
But what a great trip it was.
I love it. Well, and I think that's such a great segue to the topic I wanted to discuss with you today, which is the team concept. So I think in our industry, Rich, maybe more than any other industry in sales that I'm aware of, there's just a large percentage of kind of the lone wolf salespeople who are listening to the podcast right now, are watching it, and they're thinking, yeah, I haven't talked to anybody that sells payment processing for the last 3 years, right? This is what they do. Talk about that a little bit. What is the importance? Because I feel like not all of those people are doing that by choice. Some of them, that's just the reality of this setup. So when you look at it, what are the pros and cons of saying, okay, no, I don't want to be that lone wolf. I'm going to be part of a team, kind of more like the structure you guys have where you have these reward trips and all that kind of stuff.
Absolutely, because if you're only a lone wolf, and it takes, as you know, it takes a lot of discipline to do what we do. And I think as a lone wolf, most people have the philosophy, well, I'm out here, I'm doing it for money. I just got to make a lot of money. And people talk about that in the beginning, but what we find out that this is more than just making money. This is life changing, and to be part of a team and to be part of a group, it's just exciting. I got a call, and I saw something on Facebook from one of our representatives that have been doing this for 4 months. And she started out kind of slow, and here she is 4 months later, it's starting to click. And she just talked about in this wonderful post that she put how great it is to be part of a team environment, about the encouragement that she receives. We do a Monday Zoom call, and yesterday when we did our call, we had 65 representatives on there,
Mm.
and just the encouragement and the excitement and the positive attitude. That's what it's all about right there. It goes way beyond making money. And I know when we first come into the business, we got to make money. I know how it
Of
was when
course.
I first began. But it comes to a point, it's like this is just an exciting adventure, and having people along the way. It's a community. I know it sounds corny, but it's a family as well. And we build up great friendships, and just like I talked about earlier, being on this wonderful trip, being on a beautiful beaches. As I always talk about, we get to walk the beaches of the world with our top representatives. So it's much more than just making money. And
Right.
it's much more than just having a job, because if you're doing it and you're out on your own, it gets lonely out there as a salesperson. And when you're having a tough day, or you might be down a little bit, or maybe an order fell through, just to have somebody that can encourage you. And I always tell our representatives, make sure you're talking to somebody, 1 to 2 to 3 people each day. Be part of that environment, be part of that team. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah, I love it. Well, Richard, if there's those that are listening right now and they kind of want to learn a little bit more about your team, about joining up, or just kind of learn more about the industry and what you have to offer, where would you send them to learn more?
Yeah, you can reach out to me. And as you can imagine, I'm getting tons of calls. My executive team tells them, stop giving your number out. I don't I don't mind talking to representatives. I love that. And that's the story that I hear most of all. And I'm never one to knock other merchant companies. They're all good. There's some great ones out there. But what resonates with everybody is the ones that say, look, I feel like I'm out here by myself. I'm not getting much training. I see what you guys are doing. How can I be part of that? You can reach out to me. My phone number is 904 434 4635. or you can even email me at payrock, Payroc, Rich Norton at gmail.com.
Thanks, Rich.
Thank you.